Stephanie. Nice to meet you. My name is Chen. I'm one of the co-founders of Nototo, the spatial workspace. The idea behind Nototo is fairly simple. It's that we humans are very much spatial creatures. We're optimized over the past 100,000 years to be fantastically good at navigating space. Like we can all close our eyes right now and probably visualize every single detail within our room, yet we have never consciously tried to remember any of those information. So Nototo is designed to leverage off your spatial awareness by organizing all of your information on a plane, on this 2D map, to help you build a unified mental map of all of their information. So instead of navigating around your files like this through clicking open folders, you can navigate around your files like this. Here's a quick demo of Nototo. So this is actually the Nototo team's Nototo world. And you're looking at our Kanban board. The way you move around is similar to how you would move around in Google Maps or even Figma. And you can pass as well. So here I'm making a new area for my weekly Pioneer updates. I can make a new sub area on top by just clicking and making a new category. Weekly updates. And you can also make individual note blocks, which are kind of like our version of note files. So we launched an early prototype on Reddit a few months back, and people really resonated with the idea. We reached #1 on several big subreddits like productivity, like get studying, and now we got over 1.5K subscribers to our own subreddit, r/Nototo. So compared to Notion and Roam, Nototo takes a very orthogonal approach where our vision is really for you to be able to close your eyes and know exactly where every single piece of your file are. And that's gonna allow you to navigate to everything within under a second or two. And in the modern day of work, a lot of our jobs, especially myself as a small startup co-founder, is just to synthesize information. And being able to know where information are will help you think much more clearly and work more in the state of flow. We're planning to launch a more polished version in the Q1 of 2021, and we're looking to raise a 300K pre-seed round. That is
cool. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Chen. It looks like a super cool product. I love everything in the gaming world. Work with a company that's building a new kind of social gaming world, very Minecraft-like. And so love the idea of bringing that into the world of more taking collaboration and productivity. Can you share a little bit more about what makes the most sense here from a geographical or topological kind of perspective? How would you advise someone to start taking notes? You know, what does it mean to start creating an island here? What's a mountain here? What has really stuck, I think, for folks that have started using the product?
I think for individual users, I would advise them to kind of look at their life and break it down into larger categories. For example, myself, what I would used to do is I would look at my life, and I'm a big reader, so I would categorize reading as a separate area. And I used to be a student, so I would have another area for all my school things and another area for Nototo itself. And within these areas, you can generally break them down further. So within the books I'm reading, there are different types of books. There are books published in different dates, and I could organize them hierarchically like that. Similarly, with school, you could do courses. With my personal stuff, I can do within a personal area, personal journal, random thoughts, new ideas that I have. That's the approach I would take. But within teams, I would try to talk to someone who's in more of the position to handle all the information within the team and do a similar breakdown with them. Generally within teams, they already have organizational scheme. So it's easy there's a pretty analogous transformation from the list format into Nototo's hierarchical format. So that's what I would do, yeah.
And from your perspective, why does it make more sense, maybe as a note taker or as a note reader, to take notes in these more segmented formats versus different categories in your notebook, or different categories in whatever subsections of any note-taking product that you would normally use?
Mm-hmm. The difference that Nototo gives you a grasp of all of your information. I'm using Nototo every single day, and I'm able to tell you exactly where every single piece of my note is. If I want to navigate to my most recent book notes, I could just zoom in and I could access that at a much quicker speed. And there's something about just knowing where your things are. It gives you this comfort about information and makes recording information much more satisfying. It gives you a much longer term feedback for the same amount of information that you would record.
Got it, that makes sense. Yeah. And do you imagine long term that essentially you have this whole island of many things, many kind of clusters and islands, mini islands of information?
For sure, for sure. That's what a lot of our users do have at this stage. For example, one of our users, he's a DJ, and he would have this one, he has a huge area, more than what I have, for all his DJ music production related things. And at the same time, his actual job's a programmer, so he would have this other area for his career development and related things. So basically, be able to visualize all the information files in a spatial and visual manner.
Very cool. Thank you, Chen. Sounds awesome.
Thank you.